What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about SPY, QQQ, and IWM, doing a bit of a general stock market analysis here for DB. At the request of DB, we're doing this one for you, my man. So looking at this, yes, we're at all-time highs. No, I don't think it's done growing. I absolutely do think it has more to go. This RSI is very bullish on the monthly. You're just getting started, really, man. I mean, obviously, you're just getting started. You just broke your all-time highs. So this month, right? Maybe you come back in the immediate term. We'll go over the shorter term analysis, time frames, I should say, and yeah, we'll include that. But for right now, looking at this, I think you're not going to stop until at least 523, if not 585 in the more immediate term. Let's compare that to the last time we saw some kind of dip consolidation like this, right? This was a lot faster. This was our COVID crash. Let's just see. I mean, you went past your 1618 there. You didn't really even respect these extensions at all, honestly. Let's see, zoom it out a little bit more, maybe this one here. Yeah, we can do that one, the relative high to relative low. Come on now, there we go. A little break around your 1272 but above it, right? A little break around your 618 but above it, went up to your 1886, hit your 2272. Respecting those deeper extensions, but that was a whole different kind of move, man. That was a lot bigger of a move. This is way smaller, so seeing deeper extensions is absolutely possible. 1886 might just be the beginning. And I know I was saying 1272 to the 1618 at first, because that's like the common area to expect, but I mean, just based off of what we've done, I mean, that's like child's play for this thing. So we might be seeing things before it's like really done. It could be years, several years before we see a kind of correctional phase like this again. I'm not saying we're just going to move in a straight line up, right? Even before this one here, right, we were kind of like stalled, moving up here. You had some stalling, but we were just stalled for a while. We're coming out of it. We just broke all-time highs. Like, I mean, here you broke all-time highs. You didn't stop for basically since May until that following February, right? So like a little bit less than a year. Here you broke all-time highs in August. You went down a little bit afterwards, but you really didn't stop climbing until that following December of the next year. So like over a year's worth of growth. So here we are right now. I think we have like at least 9 more months of growth, if not more than a year's worth of growth to go. And what we'll do in that time, I don't know. I stand by potentially seeing anything from the 1272 to the 1618, but absolutely we could go higher than that. Actually, like compared to what we've done, we might go all the way up to like 638 or 722 even. But that's SPY. Oh right, I'm sorry. We were going to do the shorter term stuff too. Looking at this, yeah, weekly RSI looks good. It's about what you would expect, honestly. Top to bottom, 1618, really close. But again, I don't know if you really care about that. Like when I say you, I mean this chart. I don't know if this chart really cares. A lot of charts do. They respect their golden extensions and stuff. But man, double, that's a 1618 there too. You might care about it. You might be forced into caring about it. So maybe you do take a pause for a second, but just a second, maybe to like open up the month of February. Maybe February is a red month, but not like a dramatically red month. Yeah, the daily looks strong, the weekly does look strong, but again, you've got these like critical fib resistance areas, 2272 there. You might be turning around in the more immediate term, but the long term looks good, man. Like day to day, week to week, maybe you do go down. Maybe the beginning of February is a little bit bad. Maybe the whole month of February is red, right? But not like dramatically red. But the whole year of 2024 we're going to be significantly higher for this thing, is my genuine thoughts. So maybe in immediate terms we go down. We might have a whole month of just down for the SPY, but then we'll probably recover after that. Maybe even March is bad, but for now I'm going to stick with February being a not so good month. If it is a good month, it'll be the second half, not the first half. There's a lot of ifs here, but that's because with this thing, it's at the 1618 on a few key extensions, but it doesn't seem to care about the 1618 extension normally. So maybe it does this time, maybe it doesn't. I'm using my own like kind of personal bias with the fibs there versus like what I've seen this chart do. But Maybe that'll work, maybe it won't, I don't know. QQQ, Invesco, Trust Series 1. Yeah. Also at new all-time highs. Actually, you've been at new all-time highs now for a little while. Very bullish monthly RSI. I do like it. Again, I think you're continuing up as well. Let's see, top to bottom here. 1272 at 465, 497, 548. You're 1618 there. You're probably on a non-stop train month to month until then. You know, it could take over a year, multiple years to hit that, but yeah, you're looking pretty good. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly's got a little bit of bearish divergence. Top here, lower high here. You could pull back to like the 400 area. You're at 425 now, maybe 410, 405, something like that is where you pull back to, which would make sense. It's previous all-time highs. You broke out, check back at it, and then didn't go back. Yeah, a little bearish divergence there. Volume is dying off as you're moving up or stalling out. Yeah, you probably go down. You probably do a little bit from here. That's my opinion on QQQ. IWM to finish this bad boy up. Let's see. Looking less bullish, but not looking bearish. You know. Yeah, that's a nice recovery right there. Still more or less in this accumulation range. The Russell 2000 ETF here, the Russell 2000 probably is still accumulating, right? Still looking to break out, right? So maybe before we break out, as is common when we're at the point of breakout, you can just see how it's different, right? Like here, up and then down, up, tipped it and then down, up. You hung out for like 3 weeks and then down. Here we're hanging out for a lot more. This is very common behavior whenever you're in a range like this and then you're breaking out. You kind of consolidate for a little bit and then you break out. So while SPY and QQQ might see a bit more of a dramatic drop than this, like in comparison, I mean, this could absolutely go, it could go lower than that low even, but more or less I would expect it to hang out kind of in this area maybe for a month or two, maybe for a week or two, you know, but at some point it is going to break out, and I very much feel confident in saying to the upside. Rejecting the overbought zone like this could stand to bring it down a little bit, you know, whatever, but that's all I got, man. So if you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.